Hey everyone, it's Brenda with Stampin' Up, and it is time for another Inspired by Amy video. I wanted to just report in that the matching donation days, the 13th and the 14th, did very well. And I will put the numbers down below. Thank you to everyone who donated. I wanted to do a thank you card for those that I know personally that donated, people that I have addresses for. And I thought, what a better way to do it by making a card that came from Amy's inspiration. So this is the card I'm using for my inspiration. She sent me this years ago. Very, very pretty. I did change it up quite a bit. Obviously, these are all retired products. And this is more of a fall card. And mine is not a fall card. So this is what I used. And I came up with two different colored designs. And the first one is this one. And then the second one I tried to make a little more masculine and made it more with blues. All right, they are a lot different. What Amy did is she stamped the leaves onto the hearts and wrinkled them up. And I tried to stamp some design on there and wrinkle them up like that, and I just didn't like the way it looked for me. When other people do it, I think it looks so cool, and when I do it, it just doesn't look good. So I decided to run my hearts through the embossing folders and ink them up. So that is what I did. And so let me show you what I used, all right, for my two cards. All right. All right, I have, first of all, the hearts are definitely retired. I don't have any current hearts that would work. So I had used Stitched Be Mine, which is a retired set. I used the little heart here, medium-sized, and then the little tiny heart here, which are two of the same hearts that Amy used, okay? These were the same hearts that she used on her card. All right, and then for this heart, I think this might have been a punch that Amy used, and I didn't have that, so I used another heart die that I have that is not Stampin' Up. I'm not even sure where it came from. So that is what I used here, all right? So you can use any hearts that you want that will line up and look good together. All right, so Stitch to Be Mine, or any other hearts that you have. All right, and then I used, for the colors here, let me just do one at a time. Okay, so this is Berry Burst. I did Azure Afternoon with Misty Moonlight over the top. This is Berry Burst with Berry Burst over the top. And this is Daffodil Delight with Daffodil Delight on top. If you saw my video the other day about using strips, this one is one that I had messed up. And let me show you the first one I did. I tried to, wait a minute, where did that go now? I thought I had that one. Oh boy. Okay, well, never mind. I thought I had that one handy. I had tried to put double bows on, and I didn't really quite like the way it turned out. And the ribbon, I went to do 4 of these at a time, and I forgot to put the ribbon on. So I put it on a strip of white, and if you want to see that, I made a video about that, and I'll put the link down below. So the ribbon is the Sweet Sorbet metallic woven ribbon, and the gold is the satin edged ribbon here, okay? And the DSP is masterfully made. This tag came from Waves of Inspiration, the die set. That's this die here, All right. And I did emboss the greeting, and that came from another retired set, unfortunately, but that is Treasured Kindness that just retired in the spring. Because I wanted something that would just perfect for this card. For the fundraiser, thank you. I think that was just really perfect. And then on the inside, oh wait, and so this branch here, this little sprig, came from Country Bouquet. And these little dots, okay, that came from Perched in a Tree. I use this little one right here. And then on the inside, I did Thank You So Much, and that comes from Layering Leaves here. And then, of course, this heart is also Country Bouquet. And the inside of my cards are the same, no matter what color they were. So the colors on this one is Blueberry Bushel. And then this is Orchid Oasis with Gorgeous Grape over the top. This is Azure Afternoon with Balmy Blue over the top. And this is Coastal Cabana with Coastal Cabana over the top. And I use the same colors here. This sentiment here was Night of Navy with clear embossing powder over the top. Okay. So you do need your Versamark ink and your embossing powder. This ribbon here is the Night of Navy bordered ribbon, which I really love. I'm kind of getting low on that. I may have to buy more of that. And then, of course, on the inside, it's the same. And this is a retired twine. This was the 3 twine combo pack that was in the mini catalog. And so that is my card. Oh, the DSP is the back side of one of the Fresh as a Daisy DSP, okay? So let me just show you what I did for these hearts. If you're not familiar with this technique, it's very simple, a little messy, but it is very simple to do. So let me just show you what I did, okay? So you take your little heart, and you take your embossing folders, and I didn't tell you which embossing folders I used, so let me just tell you that real quick. So this one here, of course, is my favorite basic 3D folder. This one here is the Country Blossoms, and this one here is the Time Worn Type 3D. This one here is the Time Worn Type. This one is the 3D, basic 3D, and then this one is Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use the basic 3D, all right? So what you're gonna do is you need to ink up the raised side, not the negative side. So the front is the negative side, so you're gonna ink up the back, technically. So you're looking at the back, and all you do is take your ink pad. Let me find my Misty Moonlight here, okay? And I am going to just ink up a spot here in my embossing folder, all right? All right, and then what I like to do is I like to put the heart on the non-inked side and smash that in there like this. And then you run it through your embossing machine, which I'll do right now. And then look what we have. So that's kind of neat. And then you can just rinse this off with water and kind of sponge it off and let it dry. So that's how you do this. Now this is going to be the negative side. Normally we use the positive side of this, the raised part. So just remember that when you go to put it on, that you use the inked edge, the inked side. So that is my video for today. Inspired by Amy. I I will put the links below to these videos. I have my first one that kind of explains why I'm doing this. If you haven't seen them, my friend Amy passed away a little over a month ago, very unexpectedly. And she was a very big inspiration for me with Stampin' Up. She was my first upline and a very good friend of mine. And so I wanted to keep her spirit alive and also um, just talk about organ donation and things like that that was near to her heart. So anyway, check out the links below about her story and her organ donation, congenital heart defects, and there's links below to read about that type of stuff. And I will put the link below also to the first video so that you can see why I'm doing this video series. Anyway, that is it. Have a great week and God bless. Bye-bye.